Duskwood is closer to her goal now of crafting a legendary blade, one that she will use to carve out her destiny in this cataclysmic world. Yet, before all of that comes sleep. And she won't be able to rest here. While Dusk has done much for the free merchants and for the refugee center, they won't be offering her another bed anytime soon. And so, Dusk will seek out somewhere close by to rest before she can fix that broken electric forge and make that journey back down to the Elvish workshop. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, No Hope. Where, it seems like we can't sleep in here at the moment. If I try to, it does inform me that the free merchants might not like that. So, that won't be happening, and I guess that does make sense. There's a load of people outside that are waiting to get in still, so while they do have more beds free down in the bay that's over here, there's still a lot of bodies there, so it is a no for us to sleep here for now. So we're going to try and seek out somewhere close by. And I think long term, we probably don't want to keep a lot of our stuff here because apparently it can be claimed. So that is something that we need to be wary of. We could go for the radio tower that's over here, or we could make our way down towards the Magic Academy. Hopefully the mass grave hasn't caused too much trouble, but I suppose there's only one way to find out, right? We will be leaving our things here for the time being. Unfortunately, we still don't really have anything else to drink. It is morning time though, so we're going to go and expand out that umbrella as we're going to need it. The sun is up and about. Let's get a move on and let's get some rest. Okay, and we do have a headless horror down here somewhere. Alright, we can see them again. They're just over there at the moment. Okay, so we could go and throw down with them, or we just leave them be. They are headless after all, so theoretically, they're not going to see us. Oh, and we just successfully completed the Visit the Magic Academy quest. We have definitely already been here, but it might not have registered it as a Magic Academy before. Oh yeah, things are a little messy here. So let's go to, I want to say maybe the second floor here and see if we can cautiously avoid where damage has been done. Can we close this? We can. Wonderful. Okay, so we should be able to get a relatively comfortable sleep here. We have our earplugs in, or rather, we did. I'm going to turn them off for now. If anything does sneak up on us, we will be ready. Dusk, try and get some rest. As Dusk awakes, first of all, she is dehydrated, but she sees herself reflected in the beauty of the forest in a dream. She is still under the effects of the alpha-A mutagen at the moment, but she is kind of suffering a little bit from a vitamin deficiency. At least it's starting to seem that way. So we're probably going to try and knock back a few multivitamins. Even though it does say that our vitamin intake is okay, it's also our calorie intake that is something that we need to take into account. Okay, but we've started our day off eating very many handfuls of berries, which has hydrated us a little bit. That water is still purifying at the moment. Perhaps because it is a larger amount of water, it takes longer. I don't know if we can put in more purification tablets. No. Okay, it just takes quite a while for it to purify now. So that is something that we're going to have to contend with in the future, I think. It is the evening though, which is nice to see. So let's go put this umbrella back away into the rucksack for now, which we're currently wearing on our back. And I am okay with that. So we're going to be heading back, we're going to be trying to repair that electric forge, and then we are going to be taking that forge on a bit of a journey with us to the elf workshop. All right, we are back. And of course, we are going to keep our eye out for some duct tape for our pal. So down here, we have our battery that we've got set up. So we should be able to do some relatively straightforward repairing here. So we are going to try and mend this thing. We do need to have one circuit board though, so let's get that sorted first of all. Oh, we can't. Can we deconstruct? We can disassemble. We can't do construction here though. So they might get annoyed at us trying to take down the battery now. I really hope not. Yeah, okay. So we have a small problem in that we need something that has an amplifier circuit in it so that we could then get a circuit board from them. I don't think we have anything else that we can take apart right this second that has a circuit board in it. So, you know what? I'm just going to do a quick little check with smokes. Not so much in the way of electronic scrap from the looks of things here. A hand crank charger, potentially. We can get a power converter from that, so I think we could potentially get amplifier circuits from that as well. So let's purchase the hand crank charger. We'll just find something to trade. Here we go. You can just have the antibiotics. Leaves us with a little bit of credit. That's a deal. Okay. Oh. We need an induction hot plate with 250 charges for us to be able to disassemble the hand crank charger. It requires a soldering iron and I guess an induction hot plate as well. Because our soldering iron should have more than enough charge because it's going to be plugged into the battery, which we can just double check, plug in, attach. Okay. Yeah, no, still needs the induction hot plate. We have the heat cube, but that doesn't seem to do it either. Well, that's unfortunate. Could we potentially just try and do a rudimentary deconstruction of that by effectively cutting it or smashing it into pieces? Yes, it does seem like that's the case. So we managed to salvage some plastic chunks from that, and that's it. Okay, so that's unfortunate. That sucks, but that's that. Okay, so we won't be able to fix it here. That's not the end of the world. We are going to need to bring this battery with us anyway. I just need to make sure that we have everything else that we need. So the metal file set. No, we need to make sure that we have that with us. So, metal file set, we will grab, make sure we have a hammer. Let's bring along some dinosaur eggs. Of course, taking the mithril ingots with us, and we will be taking all of them as well, just to be certain. Okay, so we should be pretty much good to go at this stage. I believe that we have everything that we will need. We actually have our backpack on our back and the lesser dimensional bag in our lifting field at the moment, just to distribute the weight a little bit more. We've only got 39 kgs of weight actually on us at the moment that we're actually feeling. So I'm feeling good about that. I think we will wield the punch dagger though, and I know that we can't use Tai Chi with that, right? No, so we'll put brawling on just in case we do run into any kind of trouble. We'll also just go and haul everything down here, and then we're good to go. We're good to head out into the night, and luckily we've got a long night ahead of us, as yeah, there are a few things that we need to get done. One of those is getting the actual forge fixed, which shouldn't be too difficult for us to do. But the first thing that we're going to need to construct is a hot cut, and if not the hot cut, then a metal working chisel. That shouldn't take us too long. I think that's about an hour for us to make, but Dusk in this body doesn't have a lot of experience with blacksmithing, so it is going to take her a little while to learn some of those skills. But for now, we wander on towards the workshop, and that's kind of the route that we'll be taking. Damn, that was fast. We made it there with no trouble. We can actually see some of the woods we have in our memory at the moment. But right now, pretty much our goal is going to be to follow this memory and follow it all the way down towards the workshop here, trying to ignore as much of the trouble in the night that we can. Thankfully, we're going to have a big access to scrap metal and chunks of steel just because the amount of cars on the road and how many of them have been badly damaged. We're hearing a smash from below right now. All is well, Dusk. Oh, except that's a tiny meat cocoon, so let's go and attack that. Oh, good work. That's done. And there's an insect sample in that. We'll just leave that alone for now. And I suppose we could look at grabbing some chunks of of iron or steel while we're out here, but I think we'll just get situated in the workshop first of all before we worry about coming back for any of this stuff. And hello, Thorny Shambler. Let's try and quickly close the distance between us and you, stabbing this thing multiple times here. Not huge amounts of damage that we're doing here. I'm still yet to determine whether it's going to be better for us to be just fully unarmed using our claws or using the punch dagger in our hands. The pierce is okay. How does that actually compare to our gnarled claws? Okay, we can see that it is actually a little bit better than our claws. The claws have a -2 to hit and only have a cut of 10. So theoretically, the punch dagger could be better for us. Moves per attack is 68, gnarled claws 70. So yeah, let's just stick with the punch dagger for the moment and we'll see if it continues to do what we need it to. Okay, seeing quite a few off towards the east, I think. Oh no, directly to the south as well. Not far away from the workshop. That is a little bit of a concern. So let's maybe take a little bit of a shortcut through this house. Hey, look at that. Cardboard boxes. We need small cardboard boxes though. Okay. Minding our own business, Dusk, is what we are doing. Okay, yeah, we'll let that husk and that well, actually, here's the thing. That master should really die. Because if we don't kill that master now, it is only going to make things stronger. We don't know how many are up there right now, which is a concern. Now, we could theoretically just launch a fireball on over in that direction. I'm not against doing that, but at the same time, it is going to be loud, which might not be the best thing. Ooh, sealed grape drink. We're going to drink that right away because we are so thirsty. And those are grape leaves that we're drinking. Grape drink is what we're after. Wonderful. That'll help a tiny bit. We're not seeing the master anymore, but we are seeing this incandescent husk still, which let's start to make our way on over towards it. Okay. All right. Our electronics could get screwed. So let's try some magic then. What do we want to try and hit you with, I wonder? I mean, our focus is okay. We could always just try and do a mind hammer. I mean, let's see. Yup, 24 damage from that mind hammer. I don't think anything lightning is going to hurt it. A magic fissile ain't gonna do much either. So you know what? Let's just send out another mind hammer. Yet again, not enough. But 30 damage to its leg. It's down and staggered. One more of those, please, Dusk. There we go. We lost concentration briefly, but that is now dead. Let's catch our breath back. Okay. And I do want to confirm that that master was dead. Yes. And I'm not quite sure how you died. Let's pick up that Naris. Okay. Let's check on the elves. Oh boy. Okay, well, there is some trouble down here. That bloated zombie is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Let's try and break that grab. Stab you a few times. That's wonderful. That's a great bite that we got off there. So, our friends over here, we are going to want to try and lure them away. Hello, Boomer. Alright, so, how are we looking in terms of our knives, our throwable knives? Because we could look at doing that. Yep, okay, we got them. Let's throw that knife then. Let's just store that real quick. Excellent. Okay, and it looks like that knife is going to be here for like another turn. So I don't know if we can grab it fast enough to throw it. Disappears. Damn. Okay. Well, I would have thought that that would have been loud enough, but apparently not. Well, yes and no. Okay. Let's activate this again and throw that knife down towards you there. 30 damage, pretty good. We're going to need one more of those, Dusk. Throwing out another. That'll do it. Okay, and I think we're going to get hit by this thing kind of no matter what. We might just be outside of range here. Nope. Just got us. Just got us. Now, I wonder if us activating our vomit here could actually help us deal with that poison, because like we breathed it in. It's like, maybe not. We throw up heavily. It's worth a try. It's worth a try to see if it alleviates some of those symptoms. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to. I mean, it's already gone. Maybe we didn't get that exposed to it, or maybe that actually did help us. That's possible. We're still nauseous, so yeah, okay, we won't do anything more with that. But we will head down into here. The elves seem to be okay. That's great. And yes, we have anvils here. Wonderful. Anvils a plenty. And I think we'd probably be wanting to try and work down towards the back of the shop here. We no longer feel nauseous, so let's knock back some of these berries. Oh dear. And we passed out. Now, it was only briefly, but it was enough time for our dimensional bag to drop on the ground. That's still okay though. Wow, the narcolepsy is hitting hard today. Just as we're trying to eat these mini berries, we tend to be drifting off quite easily. Okay, first things first, let's remove the Kevlar vest just so we can have a little bit of light. Then I wonder if they would feel bad about us moving chairs around in here. Only one way to find out, right? Oh, we're actually carrying around the lesser dimensional bag right now. That's okay. I am all right with that. And they seem to be okay with this. Okay, there we go. So let's get our battery set up as well, because that's something that we're going to need to do. So let's see, can we construct here? We still can. Wonderful. Let's go place the battery just towards the side. And the battery is in place. Wonderful. Okay, so for this forge to work, we are going to need some extra stuff. So let's just go and drop our lesser dimensional bag for the moment. We still need to try and find a circuit board, which we should be able to find out in the night without too much trouble. Let's just change over to Tai Chi. We'll be ready to use our fists out there. But, you know, ideally we don't have to. Hey guys, you're gonna have to let me leave. Oh dear. One of them has made it out into the night. Oh boy. Take care, buddy. Please take care. Okay, so let's see what we got going on over here. Oh yes, right, okay. This has been just well and truly wrecked. So maybe another house, because yeah, this place has been hit by a meteor at some point. We have other houses over here, and it sounds like it is semi-occupied. Oh great, huge boomer. Okay, we might just leave you for now, just because I don't want to get boomed. You are going to be a little noisy though, huh? We are also going to have to destroy some doors to actually be able to get into places, so it's going to have to happen sooner or later. We've got a feral beacon around somewhere. Oh, down towards the south, we have quite a few others as well, so let's maybe make our way towards the north and leave that mess behind. We can hear them falling down ledges. And we have an inn to a garage. Nothing that we need in here, so... Oh, keep smashing till destroyed. Well, that's useful. Very useful. Hello, zombie elf. Goodbye, zombie elf. Oh, the horns doing their work, Dusk. Ah, cool. So, by taking apart a flashlight, we're going to be able to get a amplifier circuit from that. So, flashlight, let's grab you. Right now, I'm instructing the backpack to not actually pick anything up, so I have to manually insert things in there, but I am totally okay with that. So we're just going to take that straight back towards where we were, being careful of that feral beacon though, or anything else that might have wandered too close to here. Elf buddy, I mean, I wish I could kind of just push you back inside, but you're not going to listen, are you? Okay. Well, let's get that closed. What's that there? A chunk of copper. Okay. Alright, so let's take off the Kevlar vest yet again. And let's look at attaching our soldering iron, first of all, to the battery down here. Then we are going to be disassembling the flashlight. There we go, 10 minutes for us to do that. Let's put down that vest, thank you. Just put it in the pack. Okay, and that has given us an amplifier circuit. Wonderful. And we know how to build a flashlight now as well. So the amp circuit, that is going to give us a circuit board. 4 minutes for us to do this. Let's just use the integrated welder for now. We'll use our own power. Okay, and we have our circuit board. And we still do not have water that is purified. We may just have to bite the bullet and drink it eventually. But for the moment, we have everything we need to fix our forge. Now, we need to access that forge first of all. So we shall mend, and that's going to take a little over an hour for us to get done. And let us use the integrated welder again. Wonderful. that's that. The electric forge should now be working. So, with that, let's have a look and see what we are going to need to do first. So for a hot cut is what we're wanting to make. We just need to charge our forge. We need to plug it in, and then we need 2 lumps of steel or 8 chunks of steel for us to make this. 11 hours and 40 minutes for us to make it. So it's gonna be a big job. And then after the hot cut is made, after that, for us to make the long sword, we are going to need, okay, first of all, we're gonna need tablet, which I think we might have to have out of the bag because right now we're not reading it. There we go. Okay, had me panicking for a moment there. So yeah, we will need a chiseling tool as well. So the hot cut I think will come first, and then we need to have a tool that has metal chiseling or just chiseling in general. So a metalworking chisel is what we need to do. 6 hours and 29 minutes for us to make that. Few charges from the forge. We actually have everything we need to do that. So maybe we want to start with the chisel because it's not as much of a time investment, but it is still something that's required. We also need 3 chunks of steel. So first of all, let's go to our forge, which I think we might actually have to wield first for us to be able to use it. Let's just drop the PC for the moment. Okay, all right. Not a valid Tai Chi weapon, as expected. So we're going to attach that to the battery down here. Wonderful. The electric forge is now plugged in. So we'll just drop it to the side there. It's connected to the battery. We have a working forge. So all we need now are 3 chunks of steel. So let's get our Kevlar vest on. We will head out into the night and we will get what we need. Ideally not letting any of the elves out at the same time. I mean, look, they can come and go as they please. But it just seems like, well, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's try and keep them safe if we can. So we've got a vehicle over here. Let's look what we have scattered around here. We have scrap metal. Oh no, the workshop elf is dead. Oh buddy, you shouldn't have gone out, eh? Okay, well let's kill these suckers here. Stunning that zombie, wonderful. And let's go after that runner now. We're actually seeing pretty well tonight. Damn, an okay amount of ammunition and a full first aid kit on this one. Press ballistics vest. Also, the perfect throw. I wouldn't mind taking that. So, it's grey, so I don't think we're actually going to learn anything from that. At least I'm making that assumption. Okay, so that's that first car that we've seen. There are other vehicles that are up here that seem pretty damaged, so we'll have a look around them as well, because, yeah, this has been kind of torn to pieces. This pickup truck is, it's not looking all that good. But really, we've just got sheets, and this is where all the good stuff is, and wow. I don't even know how this has happened. It's like the truck has exploded out kind of the front here, just all the pieces of it, just all over the place. Okay, so lump of mild steel. So we need chunks specifically, but I do believe we can break these down if we end up using, say, like a hacksaw, but a chunk of mild steel. Will that work? Mild steel. I would hope so. And we do have 3 chunks of it there. Okay, we have 2, but we picked up 3. Oh, actually no. So there will be chunks of steel around here then. The mild steel ain't it. Oh, indeed, there are 2 chunks of steel, just regular steel. Okay, and that's all that we could get from around that region there. Oh, and there's a lot more over here. Okay, good. I think that's it. Having a look at chisel. Indeed, that is wonderful. Okay, so back down we go. And now that we're back in the workshop here, let's take that Kevlar vest off. And we will be starting some work. Ideally, I think we try and see if we can pull this bench on over as well. Oh, it hurts to do that. Okay, so yeah, we will stop. Let's go and get strong. Let's get swole, Dusk. We're going to enhance our strength here, and that puts us up at 42 strength. Wonderful. So that should be more than enough to do that, and sure enough, it is. Let's go stop our concentration there. Look at that. We've got everything we need. Okay, so hand encumbrance. and morale. So let's try and improve our morale if we can. So a few different ways that we can do that. But one of the easiest ways right now is going to be our MP3 player. So let's just put our MP3 player into our pack just so it's easy for us to access and turn on. Play some music there and see if there's anything that we can eat that will improve our mood. Not really. I mean, the whiskey will, but that will just make us that much more dehydrated. We could take some painkillers to help a little bit. We'll take some caffeinated chewing gum. You know what? We will take some codeine because we are in minimal pain right now. So that'll help our mood start to bounce back up a little bit here. I think Dusk is just feeling upset about being away from others, and also she is craving fire. Yeah, we can't start any fires, not right now, so that will start to help with that. Okay, yeah, our morale is all right now. It is just hand encumbrance, which I guess we could potentially try and take off the rings. They don't add any extra encumbrance. If they are, it's a very, very small amount that they're adding. Because like, this is all 0. The gnarled claws add 3. The distributed bark adds 10 encumbrance. Oh, we could theoretically, this may completely screw up our equipment here. We could try to retract our bark, shifting bark. So right now it is distributed and bark ripples across your body, repositioning at a cellular level. So, that is looking much better, much better. So our torso is very encumbered right now. So the reason why I haven't done this in a while is because we were suffering from us not being able to equip rigid things like on our hands, even though there was nothing rigid there. It was stopping us. So consolidated bark. Okay, so it is still there, but it's nowhere near as encumbering as it was. So if we go to our torso, I think we're going to see a lot of it there. Encumbrance 20, and the protection is great. It is very, very good. We have the consolidated bark on our head, and yeah, the encumbrance is nowhere near as much as it was before. So maybe we do want to try consolidated bark out more often, because it still gives us decent protection, really. I mean, that's not bad. It's difficult to tell what it's actually giving us at the moment, because there's the worst and the best. It isn't damaged, so theoretically it would be giving us the best. How does that compare to when we have it non-consolidated? So let's just have a look at the feet as an example. 21 and 14 for bash and cut. And then, yeah, it is going to push the stuff off when we do that, but we can put them back on after this. Oh, it's way better. 49 and 33. Hot damn. Okay, so yeah, it is very, very good armor, Dusk. But yes, for now, we will keep that consolidated, and let's just go and wear some of those things again. So with consolidated bark, 81%. Not bad. 3 hours and 41 minutes. That's sounding better. Well, we're a few hours in, and our practical fabrication skill has gone up to 5, which that certainly helps. And just before 3 o'clock in the morning, we have completed our work. A metalworking chisel is now in front of us. That's the first step of that. The next step is going to be a little longer. Our mood is a little lower, our focus is not that great. So, the hot cut will require more lumps of steel, and okay, only 4 hours and 52 minutes. That is much better. It is an easier task for us to do. We don't have the proficiencies yet, but we're going to be working towards getting those. If we can get blacksmithing, manual tooling, that will help. And yeah, we should be learning those while we are doing this. But first, we are going to have to try and eat something. So, for now, the Kevlar vest will go back on. We'll make sure that we are not carrying anything in our hands. No, we're going to head out. And you know what? Screw it. We're just going to drink this water now. So I think there might have been a little bit of a bug there. The second that I drank that first bit of water, it now says clean water. So I feel like there was one unit of it in there that wasn't being registered properly. So it probably doesn't take anywhere as long as I thought it did to to deal with that. Ah, dear. Hey, we should actually probably just eat this royal jelly. It is not fun by itself though. Okay, so maybe we try and make something with it. We could also try and make some eggs, but not right now, we can't. Okay, so the woods are a little ways away. I don't know if we want to go all the way up just to try and do some harvesting, But we should. We really should, just to be safe. And so we will. Out into the night we go, Dusk. And let's stay listening to that MP3 for now. It's giving you a good time. And we do have a fish here. We have a fish here and we have a shrub. We could start a little bit of a fire, couldn't we? Yeah, Dusk, attack that fish. There we go. Oh, and you know what? I actually don't think we have any way to start a fire right now. So we'll just have to take that with us. Hello, zombie. Let's be dealing with you, eh? And, we will take that Daenerys from you, thank you. And actually, we do have a lighter on you as well. Oh, and let's not be eating elderberries. They are poisonous, yeah. We'll activate that mini lighter. We'll start a little fire here. Let's do a quick butcher of this fish. Quick butcher is still 13 minutes. My gosh, okay. And of course the fire is going to draw other things on over towards us, including an acidic zombie and a zombie predator, among other terrible things. Okay, let's use the fire here to our advantage. This is why we can't have nice things, Dusk. This is why we can't have nice things. And we need to remember, of course, that we don't actually have armor across our entire body right now. We do, it's just not as good as it usually is. We'll try and use a little bit of the acid here, I think, to inflict some harm on the zombie predator. That does seem to be kind of working. This tough zombie's still grabbing a hold of us though, so let's take that down first. We'll just wait here for a moment, take a strike, see if we can actually get a knockback on this thing. It's struggling to hit us and we are struggling to hit it right now, but it is nearly dead. The acid was doing some work for us. We got there in the end, Dusk, didn't we? Yeah, you know what? I don't think we'll be eating that fish. But hey, we started a fire, so that has helped improve our mood quite a bit. Let's just go for the... Oh, we wouldn't even be able to eat the fish anyway. Dusk is a vegetarian. At least right now she is. Okay, well, we are full, so we're ready to head back and get back into our work. I should have a look at the steel while we're up here. We need to have 3 lumps of steel. We got 1 right there. Okay, we have all the steel we need. I actually grabbed 3 instead of just the 2 that we needed. Oh, an acidic zombie is waiting by the door here. Can't have that. Alright, it didn't manage to get through. That's good. Everyone here is safe and well. Okay, Dusk, we are back to it. The vest is off, and we are going to be starting this thing. Let's make sure that we start it over here, actually. So, 4 hours and 52 minutes. Let's hop to it, Dusk. We're now proficient in the principles of metalworking. That's a great one, Dusk. So hopefully that will make all of this just that much faster going forwards. And let's ignore the pain. Dusk is still changing after all. But that is yet another successful bit of crafting for us. We have a hot cut now in front of us. We are tired. It is now the morning. As much as I want to dive straight into the creation of this thing, I think we need to wait. We need to sleep, rest, eat. I mean, yeah, we need to have way more calories than we've had so far. Yet it is the morning. We will need to find somewhere safe for us to rest. And that's probably going to be someone's basement somewhere. It is still early, so we might be able to get by without having to use the umbrella. Gotta hope that's the case. There's so many homes around here, one of them will be good for us. So let's just take some painkillers before we leave here, knock back a few aspirins, and let's just turn the MP3 player off for the moment. Okay, and heading outside, let's get that door closed. Okay, yeah, it's pretty bright right now. The apartment tower over here could be a good way for us to get a little bit of elevation, separation and whatnot. But also, I guess if we are looking through one of these homes and we see a basement, we'll probably just end up going for that, really. Just while we're here, we're going to harvest some of these berries and have a little bit of a munch. Sunlight's already starting to irritate us, so we don't want to be doing this for too long. Okay, I can see a basement over here, but I can also see smoke. We did briefly see a swarming amalgamation. Yeah, okay, so I guess you're downstairs. Yeah, okay, gnarly. Do we want to pay you all a visit? Maybe. There's a zombie necromancer around as well. Okay, let's head on over towards this. Does look like there's probably quite a bit of smoke downstairs. Let's just peek first of all. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Let's not go there. let's be away from that horrid place. And instead, it looks like we're going to get a little bit closer towards the apartment tower, but not fully on over towards it. These kind of homes don't tend to have basements or second stories when they're these kind of like joined houses. Hello. Zombie Predator. Okay, well, we're going to take a few good strikes at you. Does seem to be a little bit tough for us to hit this one, but we are getting a few strikes through, and we win in the end. And it's all about who's standing at the end of it all, Dusk, and that is a zombie Hulk that seems to be very interested in us. We have another basement. We're going to try and see if we can just sprint on over towards this one here. I have higher hopes for this one. There is a cockroach. Generally, that means there's going to be other cockroaches. I am okay with that. So far, so good. Well, I say that. There's a thorny shambler right here. And ooh, boy, that's a hulking horror. That's less fun to encounter, really. All right, what do we got? Weed basement? Probably. Okay, how bad is it going to be? It's been a little while since we've fought one of these things in hand-to-hand. We don't have any magic set up or going at the moment at all. What's the nastiest thing that we could hit it with? I mean, Smite is pretty fun, but that's got to be close. Honestly, Wind Strike isn't a bad option for us. Let's go and hit this thing here. We hit it for 19 damage. Managed to down it. Okay, a few good strikes there. That is nice, Dusk. But it's still up, and oh boy, yeah, see, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We're thrown back at the stage. Let's try and get back up onto our feet. We need to try and use speed and distance here to try and beat this. It was trying to grab us then. Let's maybe try and hit it with a lightning blast. Okay, we just got striked. Really attack ourselves? No, let's try and do something like that. 15 damage. Zapped, still grabbing us. Try and strike it again. Punched it for 8 damage, hitting it in the head. Zapped and grabbing. Stay at it. Oh boy. Okay, get back up, Dusk. Get back up. This thing is hurting right now. Maybe our focus isn't great. I was going to say maybe we could hit it with a mind hammer. 38% chance of failure. It's a very quick one for us to cast. Oh, and we get it. Dusk, well done. That is a gnarly, gnarly creature. And really pretty good considering that Dusk doesn't have more than just her torso protected right now. I mean, she does have it protected, but just not as much as she usually would. Okay, that all the bugs done? Nearly. Okay, this is a room that we'd be able to kind of sleep in. Oh, we're gonna drink that thing. Lovely. Okay, what's the survivor's note say on it though? Difficult for us to actually see. Oh no, here we go. Saw the girl again. She looked dead exhausted and walked right into the fungus. 30 minutes later and she walked out good as new. Yeah. Okay, alright, so not the greatest basement in the world for us to potentially try and sleep in, but it's kind of safe. It's safe enough. There is a chair in here that we'd be able to sleep on, and I think that we are going to try and do just that. However, let's just go and try and close up these doors just to give us a little bit of extra protection. Obviously be closing that. Let's maybe take the rest of the bodies out of this room as well. We don't need those roaches. Bug blood splatter, let's just move it away from that. Actually, you know what? Let's just move it right into the corner here. I think that's better. Okay, Dusk, we're in distracting pain right now. We've got nothing left to consume. All the drugs are back at home. Shall we sleep? Yes. Okay, we are going to stop trying to fall asleep because we are hearing lots of whams, and that's specifically just from the northeast. It's not saying above, so there is something in here. Hello? Oh yeah, there is. That is a zombie strider. Well, okay then. Let's get within your grasp and take you out. Okay, shoot, you fell down from above, didn't you? Somehow. That's a little bit of a concern. Okay, here's what we do. We do a little bit of this. Push that one more along, and we'll grab you, and we move you over there. Okay, display racks protect us. We're actually going to turn this off as well, just because otherwise noises above will make it too difficult for us to actually rest. And yeah, we don't have any bandages, do we? Nothing. Okay, well, to sleep we go. And finally, Dusk awakens at midnight. Yeah, it's been a long sleep, but we're awake and, oh, we can hear a whump. No surprises there. No surprises, so let's go drag that out the way and see what waits. A grabber. Hello, good morning, good evening. Hello, hello. And it looks like there's been a fair bit of destruction here throughout the day. Yeah. Okay, so let's start making our way back up top. There could be a lot of trouble waiting for us. Actually, you know what? What kind of grow operation did we have going on down here? Oh, it's just a load of cannabis. I mean, that makes sense that it would be in the basement. Liquid fertilizer. If only we could still drink that Dusk. Oh, okay, let's not strain ourselves. There's not going to be anything super great waiting for us back there. And up here, actually, it's pretty calm, all things considered. Now, before we head back down below, I think it's going to be worth us getting some more water, first of all. So we're going to go over towards this bathroom here. To do that, let's just check the kitchen. Make sure that there's no food that's been left in here. It doesn't seem like it. Hello, zombie hunter. Oh, we've got a backpack in here as well. With some chocolate bars, hot damn. A rotten chocolate bar? Rotten? Okay, well, all right then. We definitely did not have enough calories yesterday. Oh boy. That'll come back to haunt us. Oh, we don't actually have any suitable containers with us. Damn. Okay, well, that's fine. I guess we'll just head out to the woods and we'll go have our berry feast. Oh, there's a lot of activity over in this house still. So let's just, stay away from all of that and the other noises of the night. And we are feeling nice and satisfied, so back down to the workshop we go. Oh, one skeletal zombie along the way. Not too troubling for us. Does sound like we're being followed though. Yep, zombie goblin. Let's just leave you be. And I do think it would still be worth us grabbing some drink. So let's head back down here over towards our workbench. And I think we'll just put on the... Actually, the hydration pack does seem to have something in it already. What do you have in there? Clean water, of course you do. Okay, well, we'll be drinking that in a little bit then. Okay, so for the longsword, we will still require a plank or 2 sticks and a leather patch. Okay, so sticks, easy enough for us to get. Leather patch, do we have anything with us that we don't necessarily need that we can take apart for leather? Probably not. The butcher's knife. Okay, so if we can find anything like that, then that would do. So heading back out, let's go find what we need to. So honestly, let's begin with this house here. Let's just break our way in, see what we've got going on in the kitchen. As far as the wood situation goes, we should just be able to disassemble something pretty simple. Or we could just break apart one of the bushes nearby and get sticks that way. Oh boy, that's a messy basement. Just thought I'd see what was going on down in there. This one has a leather backpack, but unfortunately it is filthy. Most of the clothes that we find are going to be. Although having a look in some of the closets, we may be able to find some leather clothing that is still good. Oh, and of course, we do actually have access to a plank here. So let's just grab one of those for now. Might make sense for us to grab 2 though, just in case we screw up during the creation process. Okay, the holster already contains an item, so we've holstered a plank in our pack somewhere. Right, so that's that. We just need the leather now. Let's be very cautious with how we go about that though. This house is an absolute mess. So much of the flooring has dropped down. That was very dangerous going close to there because we could have been grabbed and just dragged. So yeah, I should be a little bit more cautious. Let's just make it fast, run past there for now. We'll just try some of these other houses. Okay, so we actually do have quite a few knives in here, so there is a small chance that one of them might have like a leather handle that we can get a leather patch from. Let's just take this off for a moment, because we should be able to see. No, it doesn't look like that. Well, this house is a bit of a bust as well. I am determined that we will find something though. Oh, duct tape. Well, we do need duct tape, so let's grab that. And some lovely honey, which will knock back some of that right now. Some tramadol that we'll grab, and nothing in this bedroom. Okay. I'm sorry, what? Avatar of the Storm? Okay. This feral is barely visible. their body constantly wreathed in bolts of lightning. A harsh, actinic glow casts their surroundings into sharp relief while leaving their own features concealed. Crackling lightning nearby constantly explodes from their body and grounds itself nearby. This is from Mind Over Matter, so this isn't a mage. That is electrokinesis, just like Dusk has, but just on a whole nother level. Okay, oh boy. Right. Well, this thing's got to go. So, what do we do about you? Well, unfortunately, we don't actually have our wand of fireballs with us because we've come out here very, very light. Honestly, I think we could just try and fight it. Theoretically, the electricity shouldn't harm us. There's no easy way to tell that, though. Okay. If we're going to do this, we at least take some precautions, yeah? We'll go voltaic strikes, electrical discharge, and we'll go for electric eye. Okay, we could also potentially go for electric waves. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, all right, so moving towards this, let's see how we go here. Okay, we do get stunned temporarily, but it doesn't affect us. Okay, as it moves in towards us, we try to strike it. We deliver a wicked bite into the avatar of the storm, heavily bleeding. They're nearly dead already. With another strike with her horns, Dusk takes them down, just like that. Hot damn, that was so fast. That was incredibly, incredibly fast. There's a photograph here. Oh boy. A strange grey fruit is placed on a pedestal like a relic would be placed on a stand for others to admire. Clearly, it isn't anything originating from this world. And the vein-like tendrils along its skin only convince you of that even more. A piece of plastic, crudely paperclipped to the back, has been used to carve out the message, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, in increasingly ineligible handwriting. It gives off the faint smell of mold. Don't like that. Okay, so the stuff on Ferals isn't filthy. We may be able to find something here. I mean, leather sandals. That would give us leather patches. Okay, let's see if we can quickly put that into our pack. Leather sandals. We were hurt, ignore the pain. Let's smash this corpse as well. All right, we did it, and oh boy, wow. That was us erupting. Those sparks are Dusk's sparks, I think in part, from her electric waves. Yup, oh my gosh, look how much there is. Electric waves, man, that is something else. Okay, yeah, oh wow, that is impressive. Zombie Brute is downed as well. That is so many sparks. Yeah, we'll be fine to step into them. Okay, yeah, hot damn, okay. I feel like we need to be using that a little bit more often. Necro Boomer has boomed. Okay, I think we have what we need. So, let's get moving. And I think once we start to get back towards the workshop, we are going to drop concentration. Not on our magic stuff, because that isn't going to be the same kind of concentration, but we're dropping the concentration on our mental abilities. Stop concentrating. Okay, there we go. I think we might have dropped them even sooner. But I'm happy with how that went. Okay, so the sandals, I think we might actually just have to try and butcher, because we can't seem to disassemble them. 11 leather patches. Okay, so looking over here then, if we go craft items, and then if we search for longsword, there it is. There it is. Okay, so here's the issue. Our fabrication skill, we have the knowledge, but we don't quite have the actual skill. There is a 78% chance that we will have a minor failure somewhere along this track. That is rough. I don't think there is any way for us to practice our fabrication. I mean, we can have a look. We can practice carving, but that's not going to help our skill get any higher. Practicing welding would. I think we just need to start this thing. Oh, we just threw up heavily? I think it's because of, bile stink. Okay, that'll do that. I think we will, at the very least, start crafting this. So, it is in process here. This legendary longsword. And Legionnaires, I hate to do it to you, but the construction of that sword will continue in the next. And because of that, we should be able to wield it in that same episode. It's going to take Dusk a full 24 hours or more to be able to construct this blade. And with it, Dusk will be stronger than ever. Magic, melee, and her mind. The trifecta of power that will carry Dusk on throughout this cataclysm. And so, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay